All right, um, so I know I normally do no makeup Mondays, but this video is not going to be part of no makeup Mondays, obviously, because I have my makeup. I really wanted to talk about how a lot of men, whether it's this generation, a few in the last, and the upcoming generation, have replaced the word and title, whole meaning, alpha male and toxic masculinity, how they have made those interchangeable, and that is completely inaccurate. That is wrong. And a lot of men, not all, because I don't want y'all to get in my comments and be like, it's not all, it's just the ones you deal with. No. This is something that I've noticed, and it's gotten worse over the last several years. I don't know if it's because of people like Kevin Samuels. I don't know if they're feeling more comfortable to not kind of hide who they are, because those men mostly have a representative that clocks in for a shift and goes home. But now I'm starting to notice that these types of men are not even showing up with the representative anymore. They are just showing up balls out. You know what I mean? It's like you're either going to take it or leave it, which I appreciate that so I can know who I'm dealing with. But 7 times out of 10, they're going to hit you with the representative, and then a few months later, they're going to come out with who they really are and then gaslight you and try to manipulate you into thinking that you're the problem. Something that you did triggered something in their childhood, when really this is who they really are. So let's get into why I came to be on this video. This is just a message that's on my heart. When you're an alpha male, you don't have to beg a woman to be submissive. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to ask. You don't have to persuade. You don't have to go around telling people that you're an alpha male. You don't have to go around boasting about how you run shit. Okay? An alpha male, you know by his presence, his energy, how he commands a room. And it's not in a, oh, we're in the military, so you got to do what I type say. It's not in a tyrant type of way, if you get what I'm saying. And a lot of men have confused being toxic and abusive with being an alpha male. And I'm just like, where did y'all get that from? Who told you that was correct? Now, I'm going to give you a prime example. This is from my personal life. I had a conversation with a guy that I knew from college, and he said, you're single because you don't know how to be submissive and you have strong opinions about things that don't matter. I said, wow, that's very interesting that you say that. So I said, okay, let's unpack what you just said to me, because it's complete bullshit. And for the record, let's be clear. I am single because I'm working on myself. Oh, he also said that I need to be more feminine. Okay. Yeah, we'll get back to that. So let's be clear. I am not single because I can't get a man or keep a man. I want to be single. I'm literally working on myself and getting some stuff done. But that's not the point. The point is, I asked him a few questions, and the answers that followed proved my point that the men in this generation don't know the difference between being an alpha male and exuding toxic masculinity. So I said, okay, what kind of woman was your mom to your father? Oh, I never knew my father. Okay, well, did she have a boyfriend or a husband in the household when you were growing up? No. I said, okay, so you don't have firsthand experience of what a submissive woman is. And the fact that you're single and you haven't seen your child in 4 years for whatever reason, you obviously don't date submissive women because you would be married. You would be in a successful relationship according to your standards. So let's go to my second point. You're not a woman, so you don't have an example or firsthand experience of what a submissive woman is. So where are you getting your definition of what a submissive woman should be? That's my question. If all the women you keep meeting are not submissive, they're not feminine enough, and in my case, I have strong opinions about things that don't matter, which is really me just calling you out on your bullshit that you don't want to take accountability for. What kind of woman are you exactly looking for, sir? And what kind of women have you been dating? What kind of women have you been giving your seeds to? What kind of women have you been dating, if any? You know? Excuse me. Got a little oily. But my whole thing is men that show up in the world like this, because once you start hitting them with the facts, then that's when they start this whole routine. And I laugh when they do this. Oh, you're not going to overtalk me. Can I talk? Can I talk? You need to listen more. You're not a good communicator. You have strong opinions about things that don't matter. Then they try to flip everything on you like you're the problem. I'm like, sir, I'm just asking you to explain your logic because it's not making sense. And then that's when you realize who you're really dealing with, who you're really talking to. Somebody that does not make sense. I'm going to give you another example. These same men that want you to be submissive, but they want to play around. They don't want to be the providers of the household anymore. They want you. This is where this whole conversation comes from. What do you bring to the table? Well, sir, aren't men natural hunters? Aren't you supposed to be the alpha? Aren't you supposed to be the alpha male that provides and hunts for the family and make sure they have food on the table? Why are you asking me what I bring to the table if you already know what you're hunting for? Are you paying attention? What are you doing? Is everything supposed to be laid out for you like a banquet and you're not supposed to do anything? This whole, oh, I need a woman to chase me. That's some bitch shit, sir. But you're telling me that I need to be more feminine. I need to be submissive. But you're showing up in the world like your balls have not dropped. Yes, just yet. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't know where this batch of men came from. And my solution to this situation, this problem that seems to be reoccurring, and you don't even have to be a certain type of woman to experience men like this, because they are everywhere nowadays. You are always at least one or two in your life. Shit. I done dropped my damn camera. But at least one or two in your life, you're going to run into a narcissist, a man that is very toxic, a man that is going to gaslight you, because that's the type of environment he was raised in. That's the type of characteristics he was conditioned in. And those type of men don't see anything wrong with what they do. And 9 times out of 10, those men that are married, their wives, what is their main complaint? They might not say these words verbatim, but it's always something of the lines of, I feel like I'm a single parent and I'm married at the same time. See, you guys want life in your marriage and your relationships to go how your grandfathers and grandmothers' relationships went. But most times, if none, grandma put up with grandpa because there was nothing else for her to do. Back in them days, they was just getting ready to vote, if they could. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't uncommon for women to stay home during those days because you could make enough money to provide for your family, have a car, put up savings, yeah. Times have changed. You can't do that anymore unless you have a very 6 or 7 figure career and you live beneath your means. If the pandemic has not taught us anything, it's that you need to be saving money. You need to have more than 1 or 2 sources of income. And if you can get some help, God bless you. Okay. But it's sad. It really is sad that men are not distinguishing the two terms at all. And when they meet women like me that want to call them out on their BS And it's like, hey, you can't play with me. You can't not. No. Because I'm going to ask questions every time. I'm going to ask questions. They get frustrated. They get annoyed. Then a lot of men, when they're petty, they want to go to the next woman and keep the representative around a little longer just to kind of rub it in your face that, oh, see, the problem was you, not me. She's doing everything I need her to do. I said, wait till you get in there good and you get comfortable. She's going to start experiencing the same type of person that you've been showing up as in the world this whole time. I'm going to go off a little subject, but this too. For all the white women and non-black women that date black men thinking that things are going to be different with them, wait till they get in there good. You're going to be a single mom just like we normally are. You're going to get tired of Tyrone bullshit just like we normally do. You got a baby on your hip and one in the stroller talking about how your baby daddy ain't around and he ain't this, he ain't that. And it's like you thought things were going to be different. Prime example, the baby, Danny Lay, and his other baby mamas, okay? Iggy Azalea, Playboy Cardi. Joe Budden, Sin Santana. Safari, Erica Mena. Are you catching my drift here? Like, these types of men, it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what you say. You could be the most submissive, feminine woman possible, and these men are going to continue to act the way they are because this is how they were conditioned, and they do not know the difference between being an alpha male and basically being a beta, exuding toxic masculinity and you just don't know the difference. And it's just like, what I'm gonna do with you? And I hear so many stories about women who are in relationships with these types of men. And it's like, well, we got kids or we got time invested. And I'm just like, look, I'm not going to put up with that. You are not going to make me shrink myself to make your insecurities blur or disappear or make them less noticeable. Okay? Because that's not what a good partner does. Because this whole struggle love, no, it shouldn't exist. I don't know where that came from, that you have to go through hell and back to have a happy ending. People are miserable. I know a woman right now in a marriage and she is unhappy. I had a friend who dated a guy and she knew he was a piece of shit. And she was putting up with him because she didn't want to be single. She didn't want to return back to the streets looking for a man. But let me tell you something, honey. You ain't supposed to look for a man. The man's supposed to come to find you. Like Tyler Perry said when he was playing Medea, when you single, use that time to work on you. And that's what I'm doing. Okay? Because when you are a better you, you attract better people. Not saying it's your fault that the people that I'm talking about in this video keep approaching you, but it's like they're around and you have to use your discernment and you have to love on yourself, because when you love on yourself and use good discernment, them type of people don't get far with you at all. You can check that shit at the gate. You meet them and you can tell from their energy, how they talk, how they word things, how they handle conflict resolution. You know what I'm saying? All these things you need to pay attention to. And women, a lot of women, I'm not trying to bash y'all or whatever, but a lot of women ignore all the flags that you need to let you know that, hey, this is not the person for you. They may be cute, fancy, and shiny. May got a log between their legs and be putting it down. But these small problems gonna turn into big problems later. And you will not be happy. So I'm going to end this video on a good note. I love y'all. I'm sorry for making a very heavy video, but baby, it was just on my spirit. I had to get it out. Okay. Watch out for those men that portray to be alpha males, and they are everything but that. You got to protect yourself, protect your energy, love on yourself. And I'm telling you, once you start doing that, Those types of people that I just got done talking about and giving examples of, baby, they won't get far. Oh, and before I leave, the real solution to making these men change how they are and getting out of the mindset that their fathers and their grandfathers and their uncles and all that type of stuff have been conditioned to, stop sleeping with them. Because the world does not turn without us. We are the rib that protects the vital organs, okay? That's a word right there. You don't believe me? Go read the Bible. If you into that. Do you hear what I'm saying? These men got y'all thinking that they're the prize. Well, no, baby. No. Y'all be up here pregnant, growing somebody's toenails and losing your edges at the same damn time over these toxic men that are pretending to be alpha males. And you wondering what's wrong with you. And there's nothing wrong with you. You just dealing with a man that ain't who he say he is. And you got to stop sleeping with that person. I guarantee you, if women as a collective, if we stop sleeping with those types of men, I guarantee you it's not going to happen overnight. It might take a couple of years, but men will slowly start to realize, hey, I'm not getting nowhere. I can't sleep with nobody. I can't be fruitful in my loins if won't nobody deal with me and blah, 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 blah. They will change and you can't let up. Even if you start dealing with a man like that and they say they change and you start sleeping with them, when they start reverting back, take back what they really want, what they're using you for, whatever, whether you're in a relationship or not, you got to put your foot down. Another reason why this has been going on for so long, because you have women that are broken, that these men like to feed off of. They use them as energy sources and as resources for room and board, hot water, all that stuff. They use women like that because it's like, if I show up in her world as everything that she wants and needs, I can get whatever I want out of her. And that's why Medea said that single time, it's time for you to get yourself together. Work on you. Shut up and wait. Because the right man is not going to have you stressed out losing your edges. The right man ain't going to have you arguing with his baby mama. The right man ain't going to have you wondering why the water got turned off because he ain't paid for it. The right man ain't going to have you stressed, worried about the household and the kids and how we gonna do this, how we gonna do that. But you want to be the sole provider. You want to be head of the household. But I'm over here trying to figure out how stuff gonna get worked out. I'm over here figuring out how the bills gonna get paid. But you want me to show up in the world and make it seem like you're handling things. The alpha male don't do that. Yeah, I got a partner. That's my woman. But at the end of the day, I'm the head of the household. There's no confusion about that. Okay? The woman is not supposed to take care of the man. The woman is supposed to love on the man and show up in the world as a partner and blah, blah, blah. Yes, we done heard this story plenty of times. But it's not supposed to be where this my woman, she's everything I want and need, but she also going to be my step stool. I'm also going to break her in half so I can feel whole. Alpha males don't do that, baby. With that being said, I'm getting off here, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.